What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Back with my segment, What's Next? I want to talk about Marcos El Chino Maidana. Now, I'm a longtime supporter of Marcos Maidana. I love a good underdog story, and Maidana is just that. I mean, he moved up to welterweight and looked real suspect against Devin Alexander, and he contemplated retiring, like leaving the sport altogether. Since then, his manager or whatever said, I got a dude out in Oxnard. You should go check him out. His name is Robert Garcia, Spanish speaking. And the rest is history. Since that partnership, since they teamed up years ago, Maidana's improving. He's looked better and better. And you've seen his rise to fame. You know what I mean? It's like a Maidana 2.0. And I just fuck with Maidana. I like him. He has power. He has grit, determination. And he can make for an ugly night. There's different. I like boxing. I don't know how to stress this enough. I like boxing, which means I like boxers and everything it entails. Maidana, he's not gonna be a rigging down, give you that finesse and swift movements, and you know what I mean. Guys like Jorge Linares. When I see Linares box when he's on, I'm like, damn, this dude is like putting these combos together beautifully. Like he's really textbook boxing. You know what I mean. When I see guys like Chris Algieri, when I see them move and you know what I mean, slip punches and do clinical boxing moves, I'm impressed with that. But I also like a good, solid, rugged fighter, like that knows how to cut the ring off, that has power, that just makes it could be a fucked up night. They have power to turn any fight around. And I like that. So what's next for Chino? I don't think losing to Mayweather, just like people in the past who have lost to Mayweather, it doesn't hurt your stock. You lost to the person who's number one on people's pound for pound list. So the division he's in is fucking stacked. The fights I want to see, I'm going to list them to you. Amir Khan at 147. Some people are like, why, Ego? Why? They already fought. Amir Khan beat him. Yes, he did. And big ups to him for that. But that was a different Maidana. That was a different Amir Khan. Amir Khan and Maidana have evolved since then. When they fought at 140 way back years ago, they had different trainers. They were in a different weight division. And to be honest, they had different styles. Maidana has been implementing a jab, which I've been talking about on my channel. I noticed it in the Jesus Soto Caras fight. And if I could find it, the video, I'll put at the tail end of this video just so you guys can see how long I've been talking about this shit. You know what I mean? This is not like my predictions. I'm not always right. I'm not a machine. I'm not perfect. But I've been telling you guys a lot of stuff. I've told you guys who to watch for and drop some gems on the channel. Whether people respect it or were following me then or whatever, that remains to be seen. But Maidana has been improving. Same thing with Amir Khan. He had to get a couple fights under his wing with Virgil Hunter, but he looked real good against the Collazo fight. And he showed that he's hard to outbox. He has the range, he has the speed, plus he's clinching a bit. Some people, it's funny because you talk about Mayhem, Floyd Mayweather versus Maidana 2, and people complain about the holding. Yes, but you watch Kell Brook and Sean Porter, same thing. You watch Amir Khan versus Luis Collazo. There was a lot of holding in all of the fights that I just mentioned. That's honestly sometimes what you have to do. Now, it was a bit much in the Mayhem fight because Maidana is just a tough son of a bitch. He's a tough customer. And Floyd Mayweather at age 37 does not want to take a risk of being out of position and getting caught with one of them haymakers, them unorthodox chopping fucking punches that Maidana was landing on Broner at will. You know what I'm saying? He was just catching him, and he clearly has power. He had Mayweather stunned at the end of the third round. He has power. That, you know what I mean? No one could really doubt that. Look at his KO percentage. Look how he's stretched people out and shit like that. So I just like Maidana, man. I think fight with Amir Khan at 47 is a great fight. And it gives him a chance to redeem a loss. He tried with Mayweather, and he still lost. So Amir Khan's a different fight because Amir Khan is not Mayweather. They're different fighters. They both have different advantages and strengths and stuff. So I would love to see that. I would also love to see Keith Thurman versus Maidana. This is a fight that was already negotiated, and then Team Maidana backed out. They weren't feeling it. They thought it was supposed to be Keith Thurman, if I'm not mistaken, his first HBO debut performance against Maidana. And they're like, nah, this is an unknown dude with power. We don't really know much about him. And they chose to pass and pull out of the fight. Now this fight makes a lot of sense. Keith Thurman's begging. He's literally begging for an awesome fight with the big name, and he's getting looked over. So Maidana coming off of 2 back-to-back losses, this is a good opportunity for him because beating Keith Thurman's undefeated with vicious power. So if Maidana could beat Keith Thurman, then that puts him right back in the mix for big paydays. Like another fight I would love to see is Pacquiao versus Maidana. This could be an all-out war. We know how Pacquiao fights. He's been using and utilizing boxing more in some of his recent fights. Timothy Bradley 2, also the Brandon Rios fight. He's not just being overall all-around slugger type athleticism overwhelm you, kind of like he was in the lower weight division. This is still a good fucking fight. Maidana's pretty big for 147. He packs a punch. Pacquiao's not a huge welterweight. This could be a good fight. So if he gets past Chris Algieri, I would love to see Maidana versus Pacquiao to see how he deals with Pacquiao's speed and power versus the 2 fights with Mayweather. That's my opinion. Another fight I would like is even a fight with like Kell Brook and Maidana, Sean Porter and Maidana. I mean, these are aggressive guys like Sean Porter, Maidana, 2 guys that don't really back down. They don't take steps back. That could be a banger. Sean Porter's looking to get back on track after losing his belt to Kell Brook. That could be an all-out war. You know what I mean? I love stylistic matchups like that because Sean Porter is a tank. He seems to be in good condition, have a solid chin. He has power, and he's relentless, and so is Maidana. It's just like the black Maidana versus the Argentine Maidana. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good fight. There's a lot of people, a lot of ways you can mix and match. I don't think Miguel Cotto can make the weight, but that would be a crazy fight. Cotto's a great boxer, but he's a little bit older. If he was able to come down to like 150 maybe and fight Maidana, that could be an interesting fight. Marquez, see how Marquez does against someone like that. A good counterpuncher. Maidana, there's a lot of options for him left. People would even say Robert Guerrero. I haven't really been too thrilled with Robert Guerrero's recent performances or his power at welterweight. So I don't know how much I would really favor that fight over the fights that I just told you. But that's my opinion. What's next? Maidana is going to be who he is. I don't think his stock drops. He had a good showing. Both fights with Mayweather, he put it all on the line. He tried. He came up short. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he got mollywopped and just embarrassed and, you know what I mean, knocked his head off his shoulders or nothing like that. So the fact that you can even win rounds against Floyd is good, you know what I mean, an accomplishment because some people haven't been able to do that past the 3rd round or whatever round. So I like Marcos Maidana a lot. Victor Ortiz is making a comeback, but we got to see what the fuck he looks like before I say I want to see a rematch between that. But the guys don't like each other, so that could be, if Victor Ortiz is really focused and really cares about boxing, that could be another Maidana fight. Some good rematches, some good fresh matches. Let me know what you want to see next from Marcos Maidana. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next videos, Ego signing off.